I want people to know that Cash Money is not who I'm suing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying Cash Money kicked me off the tour. Cash Money didn't book me for this tour. You feel me? I was booked to be a part of the Cash Money 30th anniversary tour by Dope Shows, and my booking agent was ABA, Artist by Artist Agency. You know what I'm saying? Who is Andrew Ellington and Steve Piner for Dope Shows, and the dude named Jamil for Dope Shows. So man, like, bro, I try to do everything amicably as I could to dispute and fix these disputes. You know what I'm saying? But
Did
and
you
I want to
consult?
be on the tour.
Did you consult with Birdman on the situation?
Nah, I didn't. Ain't nobody contacted me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody contacted me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was strange. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they know it wasn't no threat. You feel me? Like, I mean, we was doing shows together. Like, and like I say, all this stuff been going on. Like the world sees everything in social media. It wasn't a problem until I got alerted that they was offering me less money. I didn't have any problems before that. You know what I'm saying? Everything was going smooth to me. I was ready to get the fans what they was paying for.
So were the shows like not sold out? Were they like hit and miss?
Um, Nah, they wasn't selling like the Louisiana Fest was. I could say that. You know what I'm saying? That's a different tour. A lot of people was getting it, confused. But the Louisiana Fest is with Live Nation. You know what I'm saying? The 30th on Cash Money anniversary tour is with these promoters called Dope Shows. You feel me? That's why Lil Wayne wasn't on this particular tour. It only was, everybody except Wayne. Plus, you had the Locks, you had Beanie Siegel, State Property, and all those guys. You know what I'm saying?
So like Rap City back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sort of like the Cash Money Rough Rider tour. You know what I'm saying? So everything was going smooth. We had 10 dates, bro. The money was, pretty fair, on contract wise. I was getting paid fairly, I can say, you know what I'm saying? I felt like it was reasonable. And like I said, I didn't have any problem with nothing until I got a notice that the tour wasn't selling, and this is all they can offer going forward with these next 4 shows we had. Mind you, they came to me a day of, or probably a day before, and expected me to make that adjustment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they would have let me know these things ahead of time, like they said that they did, they say they alerted the booking agent. But to my knowledge, that never happened because the booking agent, who is Andrew Ellington, AB artist by artist agency, he never alerted us or let us know anything. You know what I'm saying? So when I got that at the spur of the moment, it kind of shocked me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when I didn't get paid for Nashville at all, I was like, man, I need all my money going forward. You feel me? I ain't want to hear nothing else, bro.
Oh, I talked to Juvenile. He said he never had anyone approach him about shortening his pay or anything like that.
I
He
mean,
didn't.
what everybody else got going on is everybody else's business. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have no problem with nobody. You feel me? Of course, it's the back and forth with me and BG, but that been going on before anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't threatening. You feel me? It just was brothers not seeing eye to eye. Once upon a time, once we get on the stage, that be out the door. You know what I'm saying? We had a show before this show that was in Nashville, but the promoter in that show, ghost us, and we didn't get paid at all. So if it was a problem, it would have been a problem in Nashville a day before that show. It wasn't a problem until I said I wasn't gonna take that money, and then a couple hours later, they came and said, we kicking you off the tour, basically, for being a security threat or whatever. And mind you, even if that was the case, which it wasn't, in the contract, you still got to give me 5 days notice, a 5 day be able to cure it. They didn't do any of that, bro. It also states in the contract that, Dope Shows said that they had sufficient funds for this tour, So when you sign this contract, you saying that you got enough money. So when you come to me and tell my manager that you don't have the money to pay me, and you expecting me just to take less money, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That ain't what I signed up for.
Were you guys able to do like bling bling and get out the way?
Yeah, we perform everything, bro. We gon' bump heads. We been bumping heads our whole career. You know what I'm saying? It's just that social media have gotten so sensitive, bro. Like it made the world sensitive. You know what I'm saying? So when you're saying certain things, you're doing certain things, people make it put a 10 on a 1. That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? And make it to be something that is not. Bro, if it was something that serious, we wouldn't be around each other at all. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, Turk is saying pay him his money and y'all won't have no problems. I don't think that he was an actual security threat. So they released a statement, Dope Shows, they released a statement that they had released Turk from the 30th anniversary Cash Money tour. And I'm like, first off, you can't release Turk from the 30th anniversary Cash Money tour. You already don't have Wayne. You don't have Baby. You don't have, like, not that Baby and Manny Fresh were rappers. I mean, they did kind of have a song, but either way, they weren't a part of it. Wayne wasn't a part of it. And then you had Turk. So basically, you just got BG and Juvenile. Nobody else. Like, people would be so sorely disappointed. Cash Money has left the building. But I do like the lineup. The Lots, Beanie Siegel, like that was a hell of a lineup. Like I would have went for that, but you really can't promote it as a Cash Money tour. And let's not act like Turk didn't have to sue Cash Money back in 2015 because he got arrested in the early 2000s. He got arrested for unaliving somebody or attempted unaliving. He went to prison for 9 years. They played his music. They did not send him or his family any money. They didn't put money on his books. They didn't send his family, his kids, nothing. So he had a grudge on his shoulder. And then in 2015, he filed a lawsuit, just like Lil Wayne did, for unpaid royalties, which he had every right to do. It was eventually settled out of court. Baby, Manny Fresh, they got together, producers, everybody got together and paid that man his money. So he really wasn't lying when he said we don't have no big problems like that. I think loyalty for him and Juvie was real close. And then Wayne and Juvie kind of became closer. I don't know. It was a whole thing. You know, when you have men, it's a lot of testosterone. It was a lot of things going on back in the day. But I think Turk just felt like Juvie betrayed him, not looking after his family, not sending him any money, not sending him any letters, like just completely cut him off. I think there was a lot of hard feelings about that. I do believe that Turk told them to like respect my money, pay me my money, or y'all are going to have some problems and it's going to be some situations. So did they get it on record? Did somebody record Turk saying something? Because that's the only way they might be able to get out of not paying this man. Because pay this man. He been on tour. He been 15 years in the pen. He need the money. Like, and then you're calling it the Cash Money tour when you don't even have half of Cash Money. But I don't think he was wrong. I don't think he was wrong. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below. My name is Daisha Shakila.